So today, I went to go check the YMCA Dowd website out, to see when they were going to open up, because a couple days ago they said April the 25th came around, which was I think Saturday, they were closed. So I go on the site and it says that the YMCA Dowd branch, and I think just as well as all of the YMCAs in the state of North Carolina, will be opening up May the 25th from 8 o'clock a.m. to 6 p.m. Now I know that there's going to be some restrictions. I know that once it opens up May the 25th, I won't be able to go to the hot tub. I won't be able to go to the steam room. I won't be able to go to the sauna. We probably won't be able to take showers there. The men's locker room will probably be closed. There probably won't be too many classes that, like cycle classes that you could be able to go to. It's gonna really be like, it's gonna suck, you know what I'm saying? Pause. So I'm pretty sure that I probably won't go to the gym until around the second week of June, once things like kind of get really back to normal. You see what I'm saying? Because here in the state of North Carolina, and specific Charlotte, the city that I live in, the governor has extended our stay at home and quarantine rules and regulations. So our phase 1 won't start until the May the 8th, right? And May the 8th, restaurants will be able to open up, and they'll be able to have only a small amount of people to dine in. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, some barbershops and beauty salons will be open up as well. And they will have to practice the same type of rules and regulations the restaurants are practicing, in the state of North Carolina, that is. And I think it's like 5 to 10 people or something like that, right? Phase 2, which will be, I think, about 2 weeks after May the 8th, right? There'll be more barbershops opening up, movie theaters, bowling alleys, and all of the businesses should be open up then, and the governor is going to loosen up, the whole, having a certain amount of people in your businesses, so you'll be able to have more people in there. The third phase, which is last but not least, the gyms will be opening up, and of course we won't be able to have a certain amount of numbers, people that is, in those gyms. So we're easing into going back to being normal. But there are 2 states that are not doing that. That they have opened up their economy as of this past Friday. One of them being South Carolina, and the next one being Georgia. Now, it's crazy because South Carolina's laws or rules and regulations are different than the state of North Carolina, but it's messed up, because at the same time that you have North Carolina and we're still staying at home and we're still practicing social distancing, South Carolina is doing the exact opposite. And now South Carolinians can freely come over from the state of South Carolina that they live in into North Carolina, because I live on the state line. I mean, I stay behind Carowinds, and for those that live in Charlotte know that Carowinds sit on the South Carolina and North Carolina state line. Like Rock Hill is right next to us. So now we may be potentially in danger because of South Carolinians being able to do whatever they want to do. The governor there is opening up the beaches. Of course, there's social distancing going on, but I just think that it's too early for that. And I think that our governor of the state of North Carolina made a wise and sound decision, that the governor of the state of South Carolina, as well as the governor of Georgia, I believe his name is Brian Kemp, should have made that sound right decision as well. It is too early for us to go back to it being somewhat normal. Statistics have proven it. Period. And it's crazy because when you look at Georgia, right? I know that there's other cities, in Georgia, and there's other cities that are populated by that are pop, like such as Savannah, Augusta, and the list goes on. But when we're thinking about Georgia, we're thinking and more focused on Atlanta. And when you think about Atlanta, you have to look at Atlanta for what it is, right? So most people that are not from there or that haven't lived in Atlanta don't know what Atlanta is. Atlanta is a small city. But when you think about Atlanta, those that are not from there, those that have never lived there, they'll clump everything together. Like Metro Atlanta, it consists of Lithonia, Alpharetta, Roswell, Marietta, Decatur, Dunwoody, Sandy Springs, East Point, College Park, and the list goes on. And in Metro Atlanta, it is 6 million people that reside in that area. Metro Atlanta, that is. Could you see a massive outbreak happening there? Because the governor, Brian Kemp, that is reopening up Georgia's economy. So now in specific, the city of Atlanta, that is, I'm talking about city of Atlanta, not Metro Atlanta. You have black people that are going to the barbershops, the beauty salons, the nail shops. And we have a higher rate in our community than anyone else when it comes to coronavirus. Now, I'm going somewhere with this. It's two things. The first thing is, look at what they're doing to black people or Africans in China. They're saying that the Africans are the ones that's carrying the coronavirus, and they're kicking the Chinese people, are kicking them out or evicting them out of their apartments. What makes you think that they're not going to do the same thing in Atlanta? What makes you think that the people in Marietta, or the people in Smyrna, or the people in Alpharetta, or the people in Roswell, or Forsyth County, or Dunwoody, or Sandy Springs won't say the same thing? You black people, y'all are carrying the virus. Y'all need to go back to Atlanta. You don't think that they will practice that same type of racism that they're practicing in China? You're sadly mistaken if you don't think so, because I lived in Atlanta. It's been about 6 or 7 months since I've been back, right? But I do recall two occasions, right? When I was looking on the news, Marietta's finest stopped, or rather Cobb County police stopped a black man, right, on Highway 75, right, in Marietta. Told that black man he needed to take his ass back to Atlanta. People down there that live in Metro Atlanta, they don't like black people. It's happened twice. I've seen it on the news where a cop told a black person to take their ass back to Atlanta. The next thing is this. Black people don't eat right. We practice a deaf culture. So the music that we listen to, the food that we eat, the way we just overall have fun, it's all a deaf culture. We get high, we drink. So prior to this coronavirus happening, right, we had illnesses and viruses and diseases that ran rampant in our community. So being that this coronavirus hit, guess what? Blacks are going to be more prone to catch it and to die from it. Because we don't exercise, we don't eat right, we suffer from high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, and the list goes on. So that's the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. We all need to be on one accord. We all need to practice the same rules and regulations and guidelines. If one state is stating that, it ain't time, it's not time yet. Along the East Coast, if the majority of states are saying it's not time yet, why in the world you, South Carolina, as well as Georgia, would say it's time? I just don't understand that. I don't comprehend that. Especially when you look at Atlanta, Metro Atlanta that is, that has roughly over 6 million people. I think it's 6.5 million people that's located in that area. It is not time. I seen on my Instagram feed Atlanta females lining up to go to the nail salon. This is ridiculous. Stay at home so you can live to see another day. Magic City is gonna be there. The hookah lounges are gonna be there. They're not going anywhere. I ain't trying to be funny either. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be funny, I'm just being real. All the restaurants and Lenox Mall and Buckhead, it's gonna be there. But if y'all continue to free up your states and reopen your states prematurely, you are gonna put everybody in danger. Now I know what some of y'all are gonna say. When Langston, on your old channel, you said you're tired of being quarantined and you want out and you want this and that. First and foremost, a person has a right to change their minds. Overall, I'd rather be safe than sorry right about now. Period. You know how like 50 Cent says, get rich or die trying? I don't want to get normal or die trying. No. I'd rather stay where I'm at right now and let this thing curve or whatever they say, take a nosedive, and then go back to normal. Other than that, y'all be safe. My name is Langston2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe, and definitely share this video. 1.